yesterday, and a lot of students started asking me about JAMB. When is JAMB starting? Several questions I got. So I'll try to take out time every Saturday by 9 p.m. Every Saturday by 9 p.m. I'll try to take out time. All right, I hope you all can hear me. Every Saturday by 9 p.m. I'll take out time for you to, ask your questions. So please ask your questions. If you're joining us live, ask your question about JAMB. Okay, ask your questions. Ask your questions. There's anyone watching? Ask your questions about JAMB. Whatsoever questions that you have. You can ask them. Whatsoever questions you have, ask your questions. We're live on YouTube and also on TikTok. Whatsoever questions you have about JAMB, please do ask. Any questions, if you're joining us on TikTok, any question you have about JAMB, you want to know about WAEC registration, you want to know about your JAMB registration, is the first time you're taking JAMB, or you've taken JAMB before, you have any issues with your registration, you just want to know everything about JAMB, please drop your questions. Drop your questions about JAMB. So I'll go live here and you can share. So I'm going to be going live every Saturday by God's grace for 30 minutes. You can drop your questions. Ask your question. You want to know about JAMB. Why DTW is here is to help you, remove everything that will make you make mistakes during your registration. Okay, that is why we're here. So ask us now. I've been here for over 8 years, helping students, making sure they pass their exams. So ask your questions about JAMB, WAEC, everything about your education. That's what we're here for. If you're having any issues with your admission process right now to your university, also ask your questions. Okay? Everything about JAMB registration and the things that you are meant to do during your JAMB registration, you can ask those questions. All right, but let me just quickly say some things about WAEC. WAEC registration has started. For those that are in secondary school, or if you're a parent here, WAEC registration has started. So please, there are some mistakes. Is the issue of underage restriction going to be enacted next year too? Yes, it will. It will. So if you are 16 years, if you are below 16, by September, yeah, I think by September, or during your registration, if you are below 16, you will be put as underage. And the only way that you can see your results is if you score 320 above. And that's the only way you can gain admission. It was done this year, and the process is quite rigorous. It's stressful. Okay, so if you are below 16, my advice for you is take JAMB. Just take JAMB. Practice. Just do it. Do it nevertheless. All right. If you score 320, if your parents are able to go around the whole stress and all that, that's fine. Okay. But the issue of underage restriction, yes, it applies. If you are below 16, there is that restriction there. The only way you can gain admission is if you score 320 above. And again, you will be interviewed. JAMB will interview you again. Even after, scoring 320, you'll be interviewed by JAMB. Do you get my point? And they will now have to issue you, like, the interview is on checking your psychological, what will I say? If you have any question on TikTok, okay, you can, drop your questions about JAMB, about WAEC, any questions, just drop anything you want. Someone has asked on YouTube now that, is there underage restrictions? Yes, there's underage restrictions. So as I was saying, so you would have a psychological test with JAMB to ascertain that you have the right mindset to enter school at the age of 15, because you are still 15. You get my point? So there's a lot of processes involved with that. So yes, the restriction still stands. That is Simeon. Yeah, Simeon, thank you for joining. And yes, I have answered your question, but all you need to do is just start preparing. Try to aim above 350. Just aim for 350. Okay, aim for 350. Get the DTW JAMB CBT app. It's going to help you prepare well. Get it on your Apple phone, on your Android phone, or on your laptop to practice, and practice. Okay, let me see. Do you have questions here? Are there questions on TikTok? Okay, welcome. So this is DTW tutorial. So if you have any questions, please drop. You have questions about JAMB, questions about WAEC, your academics, that's what I'm here for. So every Saturday, by God's grace, I'll be going live by 9 p.m., 30 minutes. You ask all your questions and, I go off. All right? Ask all your questions about JAMB. It's just to interact with you about WAEC. Now, let me say something. So I was talking about WAEC before I saw that question. So please, if you're registering for WAEC this year, there are some mistakes that you should avoid. The first mistake is the mistake of your subject combination. Please, make sure you pick the right subject combination of the course that you want to offer. I'll give you an example. If you are going to a school like Unilag, you're going to a school like Unilag, all right, and you want to study engineering. Engineering in Unilag requires that you have further maths. And some students don't do further maths. SS1, you didn't do further maths. SS2, you didn't do further maths. But you want to get into engineering in Unilag, you need further maths. If you don't have further maths, they wouldn't, even if you score 350, you are not qualified. Do you get my point? So you need to know your subject requirements when registering for JAMB, for WAEC now. That's some of the mistakes that students make. When registering for WAEC now, you need to know your subject requirements for that course that you want to pick in the university. So confirm all those things. You need accounting, you need commerce, you need civic education, you need history. You know those courses. Please confirm them. I want to study radiography. What is the cutoff mark in Unilag? Radiography is very competitive. I would advise you score from 280 and above for radiography in Unilag. Someone just asked a question. Good. Yes, so please ask your question on TikTok, okay? Ask your question everywhere. So someone asked a question for to study radiography, what's the cutoff mark? Please aim for 290, even aim for 300. You get me? Unilag is a highly competitive school for anything medical, anything engineering, mass comm, law, highly competitive. So I always tell students, if you are aiming for Unilag and you are going for those high competitive courses, aim for 300. Are you with me? Aim for 300. You will be on a safe spot. But if you are going for other departments like education, social sciences, even with 200, you get into, I want to study nursing in University of Ibadan. What is the cutoff mark? Please aim for 290. In fact, 300. See, when you have all these schools you are going to, University of Ibadan, OAU, all these high competitive federal school, I always tell students there, aim for what? 300. Okay? So it means that you have to study so hard. And please, you can get DTW JAMB CBT app. On DTW, can you tutor me for private? Of course, we can tutor you for private classes. DTW, we have online. We have the group class, which is 10,000 naira monthly. Okay, and it's Monday to Friday. It's live online classes, then on WhatsApp too. So you have 6 hours of classes Monday to Friday. Okay, and if you want your own private class, that's a totally different ball game entirely. The cost is higher. That's for private class. But if you can join the group class, just like the way you have tutorial center, you can join us. Our WhatsApp details, WhatsApp us. You see our WhatsApp details in the video description box of our profile bio. You see our WhatsApp details. Okay, so coming back to the question of cutoff mark. So any high competitive school, and when you are going for nursing, medical, radiography, pharmacy, please aim for 300. Just walk towards what? 300. And you need a private one, please contact us, WhatsApp us. We charge per hour. Okay, WhatsApp us and I'll send you all the details. WhatsApp, send us a WhatsApp message. Okay, so we do what? You have to aim for 300 when you are going for all these high competitive courses. Aim for 300, and to achieve that, please start studying early. You can go to the DTW website, dtwtutorials.com. We have our syllabus. In fact, see here, if you want to enjoy everything study, just get the DTW JAMB CBT app and also WAEC CBT app. It is the best CBT app in Nigeria right now. Okay, get it. There are video lectures there, and there's study notes, even all your past questions, authentic past questions with their solution all the way from 1992 till date, with their solution is on the DTW JAMB CBT app. Okay, and WAEC CBT app. So get it, download it on Google Play Store. How do you get it? Download it on Google Play Store. If you want to install on your laptop, WhatsApp us, will send you the download link to download and install on your laptop. And it costs 4,000 naira to activate. To activate all the features on the app, it costs 4,000 naira. And that 4,000 naira is a one-time fee. One-time fee to what? To activate it. One-time fee. 4,000 naira is a one-time fee. So, yeah, back to... So, someone, if you have any other question, do drop your questions on JAMB, on WAEC, your education, everything. All right, so back to WAEC, the mistakes you should avoid when registering for your WAEC. Now, so the first one I said is make sure you have your correct subject combination. You know the course you want to study. Please make sure that you confirm the WAEC subject combination for that course. And when you confirm that, register that in your WAEC, so you don't have to write WAEC again, or because you didn't do the course, you have to change to another department. Do you get my point? So make sure you register for the right WAEC subjects that you need to gain admission into university. That's number one. Number two, mistakes to avoid during your WAEC registration is your name. Your name. Please make sure you have the correct order of your name. Your date of birth, those two things, your date of birth and your name. Because right now, WAEC, if you go to WAEC office, if there's any mistake in your name or your date of birth, it cannot be corrected. WAEC does not correct it again. So what does it mean? It means that you have to write another WAEC if you want to correct that mistake. And why would you want to do that? That is stressful. That's why I'm here, to make you avoid all these errors, all these mistakes. That's why DTW tutorial is there. So that's why you should follow us, join us, share about us online to your friends. Okay? And we will be holding this every Saturday by 9 p.m. You come online, ask me all your questions about JAMB, about WAEC. All your questions, ask, drop them. Okay? All right? Please ask your question. I'm waiting for your question. Okay, I see another question. Can I get any school with D7 in English, ma? You cannot, though. I'm sorry. No school we admit you with D7. Even Polytechnic will not admit you with D7. Do you get my point? Even Polytechnic will not admit you. I'm sorry. You have to redo WAEC. Okay, and if you didn't register for this November, December GCE, there's another GC. You know, GC is WAEC GC. There's another WAEC GC coming up in January. Okay, register for that one in January, okay, and sit for it, because that result for WAEC January it usually comes out May. So you have the results out May, then you know when you are registering for your JAMB, you put awaiting results. Okay, so you have the results will come out by May. All right, so you can now, when your results are out, then you can now upload on your JAMB portal. But please, no school will take you with WAEC D7 in English. You have to register for another WAEC to make sure you get your English paper. Okay, then you can now, and you should also note that not all school accepts combination of results. So, okay, so whichever school that you are going to, that you want to combine two results, you must confirm. Can a student write post-UME in 2 universities? This is very tricky. Okay, now I'm coming to your question. That's Sky. I'm coming to your question. Okay, let me finish with David Elekula. Oh, so I'm sorry, just David. Let me finish David's question here on YouTube. So no school will accept D7. You have to retake it and confirm that the university will combine the 2 results before you go forward, because I know that in most universities some departments do not accept 2 results, like medicine will never accept 2 results, combination of 2 results. Even engineering will not accept combination of 2 results. So other departments can accept combination of 2 results. So please confirm, and I will also try, if you can, do your best to sit very well for all the subjects in this January GC. Do your well, just get every of your C in one paper, read, clear everything in one paper, so you don't have to start saying, oh, I want to combine result, I want to whatever. All those things are stressful. Sit down and read. You can join DTW online classes. Okay, I'm coming to your question, Sky. You can join DTW online classes to help you study, and get the DTW WAEC CBT app to also help you practice. It has both theory and theory questions and objective questions with the answers and their solution explanation. So you can get that. Now let me come to Sky's message and question. Sky, you say, can a student write post-UTME in 2 universities? Now it depends, because you apply to post-UME, you apply to university one time or the other. All right, so let's say, for example, you apply to a school like Unilag. Okay, so you know that if you apply to a school like Unilag and you sat for their post-UME exam, you are waiting for admission, the admission list is not out, you cannot go and apply to another school. So that is a no. Because if you want to apply to another school, it means now that you have to go to your portal and remove Unilag as your first choice. And when you remove Unilag as your first choice, you don't have any chances again to gain admission on Unilag. So what I advise people is, when you know that you sat for post-UME, for example, maybe in Unilag, and they finish giving admission and you didn't have, and you didn't get admission, your score is low, you know that you did not meet up at all. Then, if there are other schools that still opened, and there are some schools that their post-UME forms are still ongoing, like Uni Ilesha, some Polytechnic, Yabatech, you can now say, oh, okay, I don't have any hope in Unilag again. Oh. Are you getting me? I hope you guys are hearing me. You now say, I don't have any hope in Unilag again. Then you now go and register for maybe Uni Ilesha, that's Osun State University. Then what you now have to do is, you now have to put that Uni Ilesha as first choice. So you've removed Unilag, so you are not expecting anything from Unilag again. So you put Uni Ilesha as first choice, go and sit for their post-UME, and then wait. That is how it is done. Sky, do you understand? Can you send a message that you understand what I just said now? Okay, let me see if there's any other question here. If you guys are following and you're enjoying this live, give a thumbs up. Okay, Sky says yes. Okay, good. If you guys are enjoying this live and you want us to continue, say yes. I want you to say yes. Say yes if you want us to do this weekly. Let me hear a yes. Yes, do this weekly to answer all your questions about JAMB and WAEC. Everything about your academics, university admission processing, please. We're going to be doing this every Saturday by 9 p.m. for 30 minutes. Oh, I see Sky says yes. Oh, good. So I've answered your question. So is there any other question here? Let me check on YouTube. No other question here. Okay, so please drop your question. Any question about your academics disturbing you, we are here to direct you. Let me tell you, in life, it's just information you need to know the right door, to know the right way to follow. It's just information that you need. Anything about JAMB registration, WAEC registration, I'm here to what? Answer you. Okay, so let me go back to what I was discussing. If there's any question, I would come back. Oh, good evening, Elizabeth. Good evening. Yeah, well done, well done. If you have any question, please feel free to drop it. You want to know cutoff mark, you want to know several things, subject combination, everything about JAMB, you know, how to study, how to get your syllabus, all those things, please ask your question. So for WAEC, the second mistake you should avoid is what? As I said, mistake in your name and mistake in your date of birth. Please, when they are registering you in your school, make sure you sit down there and look at everything. And your name should be consistent in all your documents. The name on your birth certificate should be the name that you put it should be the name that you put for your on your name. It should be the name that you put on your every of your documents. It should be the same name you use for WAEC. Don't go and be registering and be using fancy name. No. Ask your parents. In fact, sit down and fill that form, because I know every secondary school will give you a form to fill, to write your name, to put your subject combination, to sit down with your parents and agree and bring it to school. Don't fill that in alone. Confirm with your parents what is on your birth certificate. Which one is your middle name? Which one is your first name? That is one mistake people make. They will put their middle name as their first name. Okay, some name them they might not make mistake, but what I see most people make mistake with is their middle name and first name, or they will omit the middle name, and in all that their documentation, the middle name is there. So when you are registering, whatever you've been using from the beginning, from your birth certificate, it starts from your birth certificate. What your mom and dad wrote on your birth certificate, it starts from there. So whatever name is on your birth certificate, that is what you should use on your WAEC certificate. That is what you should use to register your NIM, your NIN. Please, if you don't have your NIN, please go and get your NIN, because it is very compulsory for your JAMB registration. Do you get my point? NIN is very compulsory for your JAMB registration. So if you don't have one, go and get it. Go and do it. And whatever you are doing on your NIN should follow, your name should follow what is on your date of birth, birth certificate. Every details on your NIN should follow all those details on your birth certificate. And you should use that details on your NIN and birth certificate. Use it on your WAEC registration. Because when you finish writing it, what will come out on your certificate is that name. And you know that you are going to go for screening. When you see, let me tell you something. So many students have lost admission because of this issue, date of birth and error in their names. Let me tell you how they miss admission. They will score very high, even score 300, 290, wonderful. They will register for post-UME. Everything we go through, you think that, oh, okay, I will use court affidavit. I will do court affidavit. Everything will go through. The school will even give you admission on the portal. Then come to the day of physical screening. There's what we call physical screening in every university. Every university, there's what is done. Physical screening is done. What is physical screening? Bringing your original documents. You are not giving the school, but you are bringing the original document for the school to cite. They are going to cite if it's authentic, if it's fake. They are going to cite the consistency in your name, your date of birth. You will show them your birth certificate. You will show them your NIN. You will show them your WAEC certificate. You will show them your JAMB certificate. All your names in all these things must be the same. If it is not the same, they can cancel your admission. Do you see where this is very critical? This, I tell you that. You see this year's JAMB. I don't want to. Let me know. I'm not even exaggerating. I can search on my WhatsApp, ma, what can I do? My date of birth, can I correct it? Ma, my name, can I correct it? Over 50 messages on WhatsApp, and I'm telling them you can't be corrected. I will try to, they will say, are you sure, ma? I say, oh yeah, go to WAEC office now. That's what I'll tell them. So even me, I'm even tired of even saying that it can't be corrected. So I don't tell students it can't be corrected. I just tell them, go to WAEC office. So when they go to WAEC office, they see that what I'm saying is correct. So I don't tell students again that it can't be corrected. No, I'm just saying, please kindly go to WAEC office in your state so that you will hear from the horse's mouth yourself. I am telling you right now that please do not make mistakes on your WAEC registration. Put in the name that correlates with your name, your date of birth, very critical. And your name is very critical with JAMB. Your name is very critical when you're registering JAMB. Why do I say your name? You know what is name? Your national identity number. Okay? So please, when you are creating your NIN, if you have not, make sure the name tallies with your WAEC certificate and birth certificate. Because JAMB, when you are registering for JAMB, you're not going to be telling them your name. Oh, no. You know that JAMB registration process, you will first generate a profile code. And the way you generate, don't worry, during that time, I will tell you how everything, registration process, okay? Let me see. I'm coming to your question, Elizabeth. Don't worry, I see your question. Okay, so generating your profile code, you will use your name. There's a code you send with a particular phone number. And it is there that JAMB goes to the name database and draws out all your details. So you might be thinking that, okay, you have forgotten that your name, there's a particular name there and you have not corrected it or changed it. And you're thinking, okay, I'm going to register for JAMB, I will just tell them my correct name. No, it is the name in your name that is going to be used. So please, I beg you, if there's any correction you need to do in your name, do it before JAMB. And if you're a student here that have written JAMB before and you had errors in your name, when you correct your name, when you go and do the correction, and because of that you couldn't get admission, you get my point, this year, when you go to correct your name, before you register for JAMB 2026, please take note. And if you have a friend like that, before you register for JAMB 2026, you must go first to the CBT center and do JAMB correction first before you do your registration. You will do JAMB correction. It is called JAMB correction, like updating your database to tell JAMB that, oh, there was a mistake in my name, but I have changed it. So there will be a correction at the back end, and JAMB will draw out from the name database your new details. So when you see that new details has now reflected, that is now when you now go ahead to do your JAMB registration. And that process costs a lot. Sometimes they charge as high as 15,000, 20,000. Do you get me? So please, if you have anyone that has that issue, please let them know about this. Now, I see a question here. Please, if you are joining us, ask your question about JAMB and WAEC. We're going to be doing this live session every Saturday by God's grace. I will just stay for 30 minutes. It's over 30 minutes now. I'll stay for 30 minutes to answer all your questions. So Elizabeth says, please, ma, for Usman Dan, for the University of Sokoto, deadline end when, please? Please, you need to check with the university. When you say deadline, is it deadline for admission or what? I don't understand. But I know that JAMB has given a deadline for admission processing in all schools, and that is November 17th. November 17th, every admission process in all schools should end. Okay? So please do check your portal to see if you've gained admission or not. And also the best thing is to go to the schools department. There's always a way to always check for information. If you live close to the school, you are in the States, go to the school, go to the Department of Admissions department. Just ask any security person in the gate that, please, where's the admissions department? Go there and ask and check if your name has come out in the admission list. Okay? Let me see if there are more questions. If you are just joining, I want to see a thumbs up. you know, your likes, if you're enjoying this Q&A session about JAMB, please let us know. Let me see your likes, your thumbs up. Okay, all right, no other question. Okay, there's no question, and we have used 30 minutes on this live. So please do, if you are joining us now, this is a live session to answer all your questions about JAMB and about WAEC. A live session to answer all your questions about JAMB and WAEC. Please, we're going to be doing this by God's grace every Saturday 9 p.m. for 30 minutes. We come online. I speak on something. Today I spoke on WAEC registration mistakes to avoid. Tomorrow we're going to speak on Kelvin. Yeah, Kelvin, welcome. If you have any question, Kelvin, you can drop them. All right, next week we'll speak on something. We are here to make sure you avoid any mistakes. Is GCE CBT? Yes, GCE CBT. If you are writing GCE in November, December, it is CBT. Oh, it's a hybrid exam. Okay, your objective is CBT, while your theory, you will see your questions on the screen, then you will write on the paper. So that is what is called hybrid, a merge of both computer and paper. Yes, GCE CBT, and your exams is starting next week Tuesday. That's 11th of November. So please, if you need the timetable, go to dtwtutorials.com. You see your GCE timetable. It's there on our site, on our blog, dtwtutorials.com. And you can also use the DTW WAEC CBT app to practice. Go to Google Play Store, download it. It costs 4,000 naira to activate. You can practice all your past questions there with their solutions, both theory and objective. All right, so you can use that to prepare for your exam. Any other question? Any other question before I wrap it up for today? We've spent over 30 minutes. Do you have any other question, Kelvin? Kelvin, do you get me? I hope you fully understand. Are you there, Kelvin? Okay, I think maybe he has dropped off the live chat. All right, so thank you. Okay, okay, great. Kelvin says yes. All right, okay, so thank you. I hope you understood clearly. So from us, from DTW Tutorials, you are blessed. And yeah, one more question. Okay, quickly, ask your question before I go offline. Ask your question, please. Ask your question, please. I'm waiting. I'm waiting, Kelvin. Are you still there, Kelvin? Drop your question. Okay, before the question comes in, all right, DTW Tutorials, we are here to prep you for the forthcoming exam season, JAMB 2026, WAEC 2026 examination. We do online live classes, all right, Monday to Friday from 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. is our live classes on Google Meet. Then from 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. you have brainstorming sessions. Our teachers bombarding you with past questions on the WhatsApp group. All right, so that is our model, our strategy to make sure you come out the best. And you might ask, oh, what were your top highest scorers of your lessons? Okay, of our lessons, we had 320, 351, 302, 312, 309. We had several people 300 and above. Okay, Kelvin says, one of my friends that is writing GC said that our food and nutrition was paper-based, not CBT. Food and nutrition is practical now. It's mostly practical, so that's why it will be CBT. But for your maths, your English and all that, it will be CBT. So expect CBT. Expect a computer base, okay? Food and nutrition is mostly practical, so you should, they might not want to waste resource on that. But for your major subject, English, maths, physics, and all that, it will be CBT, okay? So thank you so much. So another thing that can help you from DTW is yeah, okay, so Kelvin said, okay, ma, okay, well done. All right, so you can download the DTW JAMB CBT app, WAEC CBT app on Google Play Store, on Apple Store. If you want on your laptop, just WhatsApp us. Our WhatsApp details is on our profile bio. Download and, you know, activate with 4,000. Right, when you activate 4,000, it's a one-time payment. You have access to all the features, all the past questions, every of the videos on it you can access and watch and study on the go, and it works without the internet. Immediately you activate. So thank you. We also have our DTW Edu Store. DTW Edu Store is where you can get several things. You can buy your recommended textbook, that's the physical book. You can purchase there online your recommended textbook. You can buy some key points. If you want key points like Kelvin, you want to quickly read through a particular topic in maybe like I think our physics is like 80 or 50 pages. Everything summarized in our key points. Go to dtwedustore.com, or you can WhatsApp us. Just say, oh ma, you spoke about key points for physics, biology, and all your other subjects. We have them on the DTW Edu Store. You can just go purchase them. All right, I made it 500 naira, so it's easy for you to access. Okay, so thank you from DTW Tutorials. You are blessed and you are destined to win. I will see you again on Saturday, and I pray for you that the Lord strengthens you, the zeal to start preparing for your exam. I pray that it come upon you in the name of Jesus. And please, let me tell you something. You think that JAMB is far. JAMB is not far. Oh. JAMB is in April. You were already in November. You have like 4 months away. And you know that when you enter December, the way December used to run fast because of holiday, January will come. And you've not read, you've not started reading, you've not even gotten to like 30% or 50%. When January comes, the tension will be so high, yo. So please, I beg you guys, start studying now. Use this month of November and cover much. If you know you can't study on your own, Abike says hi. Hi, Abike. You can ask your question about JAMB and WAEC, any question you have. Please, use this month, November, and first 2 weeks in December to cover much. So that by January, you won't be so tensed up, like, I've not covered, I've not this, that. And if you can't study alone, join, and you can't go to a physical center because you are working or something. Join our online classes. That's why online class. Technology has made it easy now to study online. Join our online classes. If sometimes you miss lectures, we have recorded videos. You can always watch it at night and study with your DTW, JAMB, or WAEC CBT app. Please start now and cover something. Do not wait till January. I know what I'm talking about. Early preparation will give you what? Good performance. But if you don't prepare early, better expect poor performance. See, no two ways about it. Just expect poor performance if you don't prepare early. All right, and that is life. I'm not cursing anybody. That is what, and you know that is what happens. Okay, so please, I encourage you all to read, and I pray for strength upon you. I pray for the zeal of the Lord upon you. I pray the Lord quickens your understanding, quickens your spirit to read, and I pray for retentive memory upon you in the name of Jesus. The grace to focus, to kill every distractions around you, I pray upon you in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. So I would say this, please. This is the time. Don't let social media distract you. Know when to be on social media. It is the number one thing that can distract any student. If you know a particular app, you are very addicted to a particular app, delete it. Focus on your book. Sacrifice this next 4 months to prepare for your exam so that you get a high score and you don't need to be worried. You don't need to be going to, or let your mother start going to one university and start looking for lecturer to sort something. No, when you have a good score, nobody will have headache. Seriously, no headache. Have a good score. There's no headache for you. All you need to do is just sit down, register for your post-UME, and your name will come out in the admission list. All right. So I leave you today. And the meaning of DTW is destined to win. So I tell you, everyone that joined us on this live call, you are destined to win. All right, see you next week, Saturday, same time, 9 p.m. Tell your friends about it and come to ask all your questions about JAMB and WAEC. Thank you so much for joining today. Stay blessed. Bye. Stay blessed, everyone, and thank you for joining today. Bye.